Welcome to FreeCAD tutorial, and in this tutorial we will learn how to model this tray in FreeCAD with the help of a sheet metal workbench, and we will use dynamic data add-on to control the dimension of our tray. You can also visit my website mechnexus.com where I write articles and tutorials on FreeCAD. You can also download my tutorial source file from here. You can also support my work by buying my FreeCAD crash course for beginner. It is a very basic level course for the beginner user where a beginner user can master the FreeCAD. And you can also support my work on coffee.com. You can buy me a cup of coffee. You will get my website link and my Ko-Fi donation page link in a video description. So I will close this file and I will create a new file, and here I have installed the dynamic data add-on. And if you have not installed it, then simply go to the tool, then add-on manager, and search for the dynamic data and install it. So I have already installed it. So first I will create an object here, and here on the object tab I will add a property. So here the property window will pop up. So here if you see on dynamic data add-on, we can create values for length, acceleration, angle, direction, distance, so many things here we can create. But as we are modeling a simple sheet metal tray, so we need only length dimension. So here if you see here, name DD means DD stand for the dynamic data, and here on the length you can assign any value here. So for example, here on the length I will give here my tray length. I will keep everything small, tray length, and tray length I will give 100 for time being. So you can see that here tray length has been added. I will add one more property here. I will say tray width, and my tray width will be 50. I will say OK. So you can see here the two properties has been added, length and width. Now we will create our part. So for this we will switch to the part design workbench and insert a body first, and then we will click on the sketch, and from here I will switch to the isometric. Now we will draw our base sketch on a top plane. So first I will create a rectangle because it is a very simple tray of a rectangular shape. Now I will use the symmetricity constraint, and I will select these 2 points and the center points. I will give the vertical dimension 100 and horizontal 150. Now we will click on our dimension 100 and click on the enter an expression. So here first type DD dot and type tray. So you will automatically get here tray length. It is a doesn't matter whether you give your value in a small or capital letter. So I will select my tray length and I will say OK. So you can see here in a transparent you can see 100 mm, and then I will say OK. So you can see that once you link the dimension, its color is changed. You can see that 50 dimension is an yellow color and it is in a different color because it has the link values. So that is the difference. Now simply we will click on our 50 mm dimension and go to the enter an expression, and same way we will type here DD dot tray width, and I will say OK. So you can see here 50 mm has been picked up. Okay. So this is how we have linked our length and width. Now we will close, and now we will switch to the sheet metal workbench. I have already installed the sheet metal workbench. If you have not installed it, then simply go to the tool and add-on manager, install it. Now select on the sketch and click on the base wall. So you can see that our base feature has been created. To see its property, just click on it. You will see the property here. So length is 100, radius is 1 mm and thickness is 1 mm. If you want to change, then you can change it, but I would like to keep it same value. Now we will create the 4 flange. So for this I will select the all 4 corners and click on the make wall. So now you can see that flange has been created, but it is in a opposite direction. So for this, click on your flange and you will find here one property called invert. So here you will see the invert, which is false. Just make it true so that your flange direction will be get reversed. Now I will make 2 flange here. So I will select this edge and this edge, and I will simply click on the flange. So you can see that our flange has been created, but I want in a opposite direction. So I will click on my bend and go for invert, and I will say it true. Okay. Now here you can also either keep material inside or outside. So once you click on the bend, you will get here option of a bend type. If I click on the material inside, so that flange will go to the inside. Now simply I will do on the other side. So I will select this edge and this edge and click on the flange, and same way we will reverse the directions by clicking on invert true, and material we will keep inside. Okay. Now we will go to our first flange and we will milter it. So for this, auto milter, set it false and give the milter angle. Milter angle to the 10 degree. Let's see. And so you can see that a 10 degree has been created here, but I wanted to make on other side as well. So here I will give the 10. Okay. So you can see that for our both the flanges milter has been created. Now we will activate our second flange, and we will do the same thing here. So set auto milter false and give the angle 10 degree, 10, and milter angle 2 also 10. Okay, now I will show you an isometric, so you can see that both the side angle has been created at this side as well. Now this is a very simple tray of 100 by 50. Now let's move to the dynamic data add-on, and here I will make it 200. Let's see. So you can see that once I make the 200, my tray length has been increased. Now if I go to the width, and width I also give the 200. So you can see that tray has been modified very beautifully. Now we will give our width to the 100. So you can see that it has been changed to the 100. Now we will render this sheet metal tray using the CAD rays. For this, head over to the Google and search for the CAD rays. So you will be directed to the opencascade.com/products/CAD rays. It is a free. So once you scroll down, then you will find here download binaries for the Windows, which is the CAD rays 1.0. So download it. Once you download it, it will be downloaded as a zip file. And now let's launch the CAD rays. Now you will get a zip file of a CAD rays. Once it is downloaded, extract the zip file and go to the CAD rays, and here you will get the cadrays.exe. Run it, and here CAD rays is open. Now we will switch to the FreeCAD, and we will export our body as a step file. So we will click on the export and select here the step, and we will save it as the same name. Click on the save, say OK. Now move to the CAD rays, go to the file sections, click on the import, and here select the model sheet metal tray, which are a step file. Click on open and click on import. So you can see that our tray is imported in a CAD rays. Now we will select our body, go to the material sections, select on the metal, and from here I will select the chrome because it is a steel. Now let's wait so that it get render. Now you can also customize some settings. From here let's change some setting, reflect option, roughness. So let's you can drag it from left to right to get the roughness, and let make it more fine, little bit okay. Now we can also give some texture from here. You can add the textures. So I'm not going much more depth of the rendering, but this is how we have successfully modeled the sheet metal tray, and we have rendered it in a FreeCAD. So this is all about this tutorial. If you like this tutorial, then please like, subscribe and share this channel. Thank you for watching and thank you for your valuable time.